last year. So yeah, it is what it is. Oh my god, they're just fucking dead. Never mind, Huanfeng is dead. Surely they can end here. All right, GG. Did you watch Thornton interview with Perks? It was great. I watched part of it, but yeah, it was really good, the part that I watched. All right, so during this game, got some info that came out where FPX just announced. They just announced the Hacker is back, bro. We're excited to welcome Hacker joining us as the new jungler for the 2023 season. Man is just back to fucking sprint it. This is crazy, bro. I can't believe it. You know that it's bad when it's 19 likes. People saw this shit. Even FPX fans can't fuck with it. Hacker is just joining FPX. Not looking good, bro. That's not it. Not the move. What FPX typed as well. As a veteran player who has fought 6 years in the LPL, Hacker is known for his dynamic game style. Dynamic is, you know, that's an eloquent way to put it. He has a dynamic game style. Sure. Next sentence. We believe his experience and skills will lead us to success. Nope. Hell no. That's where I just can't fuck with it anymore. You know, like it's true. Factually, he has played 6 years in the LPL. Probably should have played like 4, maybe even 3. But he did play 6 years in the LPL, and he was known for a dynamic game style. You know, it was pretty dynamic. It would start out pretty good, and then he would just fall off a cliff and then run it down. Like, it was a dynamic game style. That shit's not leading to success. I've seen it over and over again. It is not a successful way to play in the LPL. Somehow FPX downgraded from Clid. I mean, Clid wasn't that bad. He just like wasn't good either, you know? He was just whatever. I think it was bad though. You're just a hacker hater, Dom. He's fine. I am a hacker. Well, like, look, I was a hacker supporter. I was like, dude, it's like sick, but I just watched so much of him, bro. I watched so much of him in every single time. The problem with hacker is that Riot will probably not have a meta for a while where like the jungler actually doesn't have to do anything in team fights. It seems like the days of jungle just being like full on aggressive, there being no experience in the jungle, and you just like playing Elise, playing Lee Sin, and then at 15 just being a minion, but it didn't matter. I think those days are over. I think Riot likes jungle being interactive in the game for like a longer period of time and not as powerful in the early parts of the game. That's what it seems like the general philosophy is around, you know, around what jungle ideally should be, or at least that's what Riot thinks ideally jungle should be. And if that's the case, then Hacker's not going to be good. Like, he just can't team fight. He has no idea how to team fight. He can't team fight. So pretty much he can path well early, but it will never matter enough where like he's going to get away with the shit he does in team fights. Because it's not even like he plays team fights bad because he's like too passive, or he doesn't have like the best understanding of like how to make full use of his kit on specific champions. It's not that. He literally just runs it down. Like he actually just goes into the team 1v5 and kills himself on repeat. And there's no way for your team to compensate for that weakness, realistically. Or players never change their playstyle if they know their weakness? I mean, because it's not that easy if like you have like actual limitations and your tendencies are bad. It's like saying like, why do people like stagnate in anything, right? Like if an NBA player is bad at shooting free throws, if Mason Plumlee has been in the fucking NBA for forever, and not forever, like what, like 7 years or so. How old is Mason Plumlee? If Mason Plumlee has been in the NBA for 9 years now, and he's 32 years old, and he's been playing basketball probably since he was like 5, so he's been playing basketball for almost 30 years. Why is he still so fucking bad from the free throw line, where he is now shooting left-hand, one-handed free throws when he's a right-handed player? Like, some people just like can't, like they can't, they just don't have the ability to like break down the situations to a simple enough method to figure out what the real solution is. Mental block. I mean, yeah, it's going to be all those things, right? It's going to be mental block. It's going to be like just some things that you're like just generally bad at, like things that are going to be hard to work on. So, you know, we're not at the place of like pro League of Legends where players can be trained in their specific deficiencies. Like, really, the only way to get better at team fighting in League is to like play team fights, right? But like, you can't, like, you're not going to be able to like play a practice tool out. You can review them as many times, but like the reps are not going to be there. That you're not able to just get a bunch of like team fight reps in. You can't 5v5 practice tool play team fights against your academy team until you understand how to play better team fights. And you might only get like a couple team fights in every single game. So if you're really slow at like picking up all the minor details in team fights, like being able to just in a team fight see like carry positioning, but then see like if one of them uses their summoners. Like, some people just can't intake that information super well. They're in the team fight, they're focusing on one thing, they're getting hit by abilities, they're trying to like dodge a skill, and they just won't be able to have the vision in the team fight, like the team fight vision, to notice what's happening outside of like what's happening to their character. And if you just have that type of deficiency, it's very hard for people to train it. It's not like there's like advanced training methods that people have developed to get better at that. Which I'm sure that there is like a way that they could do that. You know, I bet you could, you know, train that skill, like train team fight vision by doing some type of like test. Like because like at the end of the day, right, it has to do with something about your focus, right? Like, you're probably just over focusing on one portion. So I'm sure that you can do something with like focus where you do some type of exercise where you're focusing on one point and you have to concentrate on something, but then also like there'll be things happening around it, like your peripheral vision, there's going to be things happening around it, and you have to like either like, you know, say colors or like numbers. I'm sure that there's something you could do. You know, I'm just like spitballing here, but there should be something you could do to train team fight visual awareness. But it's just not, we're not there as a league yet, or as a esport yet, where that type of stuff is done. Get a crypto sponsor and scam us. Yo, guys, I'm making a game. It's called Crypto Zoo. It's a really sick game. It's a really sick game you can play. All you have to do is you buy eggs and you hatch them into different animals. And you'll be making money at the same time, guys. It's sick. Buy my zoo tokens. Sold. Thank you. Funding my stream. I can see this going wrong really fast. What if it was like half animals and you could fuse them with Crypto Bros taking L's as a goated Twitter account? I haven't. I only see that because Veteran retweets it sometimes. Crypto Bros taking L's. Wait, what does that count? Show the cat, dude. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid to show Twitter, like scroll Twitter, man. I only show Twitter when I'm like going to one tweet and I just move it over. That's why I never like go on Twitter on stream. Bro, there's just too much porn on Twitter these days. I think T2 3-1 this. I mean, based on how they're playing, yeah, I think they look like just a considerably better team. Just hope that this game they ban Yumi. Because I mean, they tried playing against Yumi twice and they went 1-1, but I just feel like they're a better team right now in general, so just don't allow that to be the case. I must be following the wrong accounts. Yeah, I mean, now, it's just like I just get like accounts that people like or accounts that people retweet. And like obviously like I did a lot of those train wreck shows, so I follow a lot of people from like the Raj community or like the old, I guess Austin. He's Austin now, right? But like back in my day, he was Raj Patel, the Raj Patel community. I'm like from yeah, train wrecks podcast, Scuff podcast. A lot of those people just post a lot of porn on Twitter now. I mean, I mute the accounts, but they just like just randomly pop up, bro. Have I seen Hums' chest clip? Yeah, that's the most ill shit of all time, man. Fucking Hums. Never change, Hums. Never change. My god, that's disgusting. Where? You know what? I won't say. Guys, is it possible to overcome League of Legends addiction? I average 20 games a day. So what I would say, look, the easiest way to get over an addiction is to replace it with another like more damaging addiction. So if you start doing like hard drugs, for example, like instead, like if you start doing like fentanyl as a replacement, it'd be pretty hard for you to average 20 games a day. Also, this is a joke. Don't actually do fentanyl. Covering myself liability wise. But yeah. Reported. God damn it. That's how I go down. Dom promotes fentanyl? Honestly, I don't even think people would be surprised. Like, if I actually just got, like, a fentanyl sponsorship. Like, dude, I explained to you guys, bro. Times are fucking tough. I'm getting scammed by Twitch. I had to leave Cloud9. Like, it's fucking rough out here. Fentanyl sponsorship? Like, can you really blame me at this point? Ooh, no Yumi. They're giving the Yumi to TT because they think TT just doesn't want to play Yumi. This actually is kind of a read. I like this. And then you wonder why you received the $900 contract. Bro, it's the other way around. They gave me the contract first before I started promoting fentanyl. Come on. They did take the Yumi. See how it goes. Wonder what they're going to play with it. Could just be Sivir. Can you explain how serious or important this tournament is? I mean, it's not super serious or super important. I mean, the teams are trying to win, but like, I mean, it's essentially just a preseason tournament, like, to compete on the new patch. It's like the equivalent of like preseason in like the NBA or like NFL, you know? That's pretty much all it is. It's like preseason. $20 games a day. If you were anything but top 10 challenger, then you are insane. Wait, but there's like a bunch of pros that play 20 games a day. If there's 50 pros and they're all playing 20 games a day, then who's actually going to get top 10 challenger? No Kespa Cup this year? I don't know. I actually don't know anything about like Kespa Cup. Hey, Aatrox, Jax, Camille, Fiora, Gwen, all banned. What is Ben gonna play? Is he just gonna play Renekton and lose? Like, what is he gonna play? What are your thoughts on Sivir over Varus in this draft? I like Sivir over Varus when you're playing with Yumi. He's just gonna play Renekton and lose? Alright. Playing Renekton. I would not want to play Renekton here, obviously. Sylas is decent here. Got a couple good ults to steal. The guy was also really good on Sylas last year. I assume if he goes Sylas, we're just getting a Kali mid. Actually, a Kali mid is good into Sylas. I don't think it's actually good in this game, though. Like, a Kali mid into a Lulu Zeri, and then you're also playing it into Renekton, which is, like, pretty annoying for you. The Rise pick, okay. I wonder if Yukao will run back to Talia. It's hovering it. What do they pick? They pick the Renekton and they're picking the Renekton to lose. All right, there it is. That's the draft. Let's see how it goes. Calling to lose an L. I mean, it can be annoying, but it's not enough to just make you not want to play a Kali if a Kali's good into other champions. I think it's the combination of like into Zeri, Lulu plus Renekton. That's the rough part of it. Isn't Ornn better than Renekton? I mean, Ornn would not have been like super good. I guess it's better than Renekton, but it's not like much better than Renekton. Like Ornn into Sivir feels kind of fucking bad. Like at that point they had what, Sivir, Yuumi, Gnar, which is like not a winning lane for Ornn, and Vi. It's not like the best Ornn game. I liked when they were hovering Kennen. I thought Kennen could be spicy. Renekton over Gnar. Wait, the Gnar was picked first. All right, let's see it. Could be the final game of Demacia Cup. We either got this or we got a game 5. Dominic, what do you think about this game? Please tell me I need to bet, bro. You don't need to bet. If you say I need to bet, probably have an addiction. Just saying. Yeah, so pretty much Renekton has the ability to get the push early. I mean, it looks like he's not playing for it. Renekton can get the push on Gnar and trade his HP for it, but at level 9 you just lose. How does Hoya speak to the other team if he's Korean? Wait, actually, good fucking point. Wait, how does my girlfriend speak to me if she's Taiwanese? Wait, what the fuck? Nah, I don't get. Nah, you just blew my fucking. Nah, I don't get it. Wait, maybe I speak Mandarin. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I speak Mandarin. I just learned it. What the fuck? What a way to find out. Oh, no wonder I like LPL. Jesus, okay. All right, I mean, Jun went for it. Now Dom sub in for Hoya. I'm gonna do it, bro. It's my time. Oh, Ben had to flash. Dude, if you're losing the lane early as Renekton, it doesn't get any better. Let me tell you this. It does not get any better. So, I mean, good luck. And then also the problem with this is you lose like all your potential kill pressure, because you actually do have windows where like the Gnar is mini, where you can kill him as Renekton post 6, or like even at like level 5. Like if you just play it out to sustain him, right? And then like you have a window where you can flash on him and like either trade flashes or potentially kill. But when you lose your flash, you're so non-threatening that I don't know, it's pretty rough. Ooh, clean. I mean, it was a good cleanse flash from Elk. It was a good cleanse flash from Elk. I really like the Q flash. Like, I like that attempt from TT. That goes way better if you go PTA. Yeah, I mean, PTA is just like, you fall off even harder with PTA. But at that point, you're losing anyway, so I could see PTA just being superior. I think most Renekton's, when they play this match, well, there is a way you could win this matchup. The way you win this matchup is if you go Prowler's Claw, Blade of the Ruined King. If you go play Blade Prowlers, you can actually win this matchup like at other points too. Honestly, wouldn't even be a bad Prowler's Claw game. Kind of be a nuts Prowler's Claw game, but he won't do it. Going from Weiwei to Shun is sad as fuck. Wait, what? I think Shun was playing better than Weiwei last year. Finn seems fine so far. Yeah, I mean, he's even though at the point where he can actually win, so he's not actually doing fine. When you consider that Hoya's getting to the point where he's just going to be like Thanos really quickly. Who's stronger late game? I mean, I feel like it should be TT, but we saw like Sivir Yuumi look like shit before, so who knows, man? Who knows? Okay, Beijuan just, you know, smites it away. He's chilling. Mountain Drake's pretty nice for them. Elk was inting? Yeah, I mean, Elk was inting. Maybe Ultra Prime ruined him. They're not level 6. If On doesn't hit level 6 off this wave, really diveable. They have no exhaust either. But, I mean, Beijuan wants to go, but Huanfeng is not here. What the fuck is this coordination? I mean, Beijuan has no flash. I don't know. This coordination was so off. Well, yeah, that coordination was rough. Beijuan's trying to dive here, and Huanfeng and Lucas just don't want to dive because they know that Ryze is ult. We just ban a bunch of people. Yeah, I forgot how many people you have to ban when you have, because I don't really have that many mods on, so I have to do all the banning myself. All right, okay, I think I got them all. Oh my god, Han almost died. Go for the blast gun. That's many permas. Well, I mean, I don't do like timeouts. I only do permas. Like, if I want to ban somebody, I just ban them, you know? Really, they were joking? I mean, even if they are, like, it's super annoying, so I don't like care about their intention, really. Worth been burning flash there. I mean, if he's 100% dead, then no. TP is late from Hoya. I mean, even if he TP'd early, this guy's dead no matter what. You permaban someone, can they watch the stream? Yeah, they can watch, but they just can't type. Which honestly is normally a win-win. One fuck thing is I can't see chat either. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, most people that I ban, like, if I ban somebody, I'm not like fuck, bro, I still need their like viewership number, you know? If I ban them, I'm pretty much okay with losing them as a viewer. You got one, Dom, don't worry. Dude, it's so crazy that people actually think that like these players would sacrifice like $1 million contracts for like a $75,000 like Demacia Cup win. Like, it's just so ill. Well, literally, what is it? Yeah, there would be like literally no point of potentially losing your entire career over Demacia Cup. And every single time that there's been like win trading in China, like in LDL, everyone just gets fucking banned and the whole orgs get banned. It's just fucking crazy. Oh wow, they okay. Oh yeah, flash for it. I guess it's fine. Oh, Beichuan is just dead. Oh, the blast cone, bro. It sent him to Narnia. You gotta love it. Oh, now Nar has hit level 9. He's level 11 now, but you get the point. After he's 9, it's doomed for their Nectin. That was mythic to Tabby's Hearthbound Axe and Kindle Gem, and that's how it looked too. Obviously, you got falling into turret. Gore Drinker is so shit. Yeah, I mean, I hate Gore Drinker as an item. I've never really liked Gore Drinker. Ever since like the original nerfs, I mean, it's fine, you know. It can be decent, but I just don't like the item myself.
主要现在 TT 也面临着这个问题，就是他们好是好在有个翻盘点，对吧？有个希维尔加猫，但就是这个组合的发力系太晚了，然后前期下半区也没优势，
主要经济差距太大了呀！试探了一下没有突到啊，那这样放走。
就现在对于 TT 来说的话，他们要做的就是让北川去抢龙，好像没有别的办法，
是，
只能靠北川去拼一条龙下来，多拖5分钟发育时间了。
We just don't have many alternatives. I mean, the alternative is Prowler's Claw, right? It's the build that Nuggery went in finals, or quarterfinals, I mean, and Worlds.
两兄弟其实经济是持平的，
但还是上一局同样的问题啊，就是你一个纳尔经济就算稍微领先一点，你能做的也不多呀。而且阿斌靠着吃团队经济，甚至经济也是领先的。
主要还是现在右边没伤害。 右边这几个英雄，这个时间点都太缺伤害了。
Yeah, but they lost. I mean, that doesn't matter. Like, it looked way more effective than a Gore Drinker Renekton build.
主要没有时间给他们拖到3件套。
后背王这边黑切也出来了，
后背王装备太夸张了，
无敌了呀！
I mean, you're only down like 2.5k gold in the jungle. It's not that bad. Wait, what? He flung the guy to himself. Was trying to fling him, and then he wanted to like walk out that way because he knew Lulu was collapsing. But yeah, either way, game's looking tough.
放先锋推这个中路的伊塔，有 TP 来守，但是先锋撞完这塔基本要掉了。
对，而且还能再往前压。 群的装备是很好的，他真不太怕对面，但队友已经往后拉了。
Oh my God! Sending it on to On. Oh, it actually worked. I mean, the thing is that On will be back before third Drake, and they just lost 3 ultis, so I'm pretty scared for BLG's Drake here. Oh my God! Look at how much damage Shun does. Patreon has no ult, and Lulu's coming back on the map. Seems pretty cursed, man. Oh, Elk? Wait. Lucas just showed where they were. I mean, if they let Lulu get here, they're just gonna get screwed. Oh? Okay, Hoya. That's really big from Hoya. It's huge. He got shield bow and chunked Elk. Shun didn't get anything so far. Oh, Yagao's killing everyone. Well, shit. They actually just got into the fight. Yeah, if you get into a fight here and the Lulu is back, you just have no ults. And they went on the Renekton, who's like the tankiest member, which it like looked like it made sense, but they just don't have any damage. Oh, look, it's going to game 5. Yeah, bruh, a lot of series have gone to game 5 before. I don't think that that this is the first series that's ever had like a win, a win, a win, and a win. Like that's just how it goes, bro. Sometimes teams trade games because they're making adaptations. Like in this game, like you can easily reason out what happened, right? Like TT doesn't play Yuumi. They don't want to play Yuumi, and they thought that if they leave it up, BLG is gonna first pick it, and then they can just like take the Zeri away, which is what they wanted to do. But then the team first picked Zeri, so they're like, "Fuck! Now we have to take Yuumi, which we don't want to play, to deny them from going Zeri Yuumi." Totally normal builds and behavior is true. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty normal. Like, I would actually like, I would bet like a significant amount of money that this game wasn't match fixed. Like, there's nothing to me in these games that have made me think like, yeah, these players would be willing to like risk their insane contracts to match fix Demacia Cup. Like, because in order to match fix in League, you generally need to get all the players on board. And if you're getting all the players on board, like, and you need to get the orgs on board, like, it's a huge conspiracy. I don't trust LPL one bit. Wait, why not? Like, just because LDL has had match fixing doesn't mean that like teams would match fix Demacia Cup. How do they get caught there? Because there was, like, TT was at a man disadvantage. They fix LPL? I don't think games are match fixed in LPL though. What? They fix it for betting sites, not tournament price. Yes, but obviously, like, the players that are in the match fixing would have to be like earning more, and the organizations would have to be earning more from the bets that are being placed on their behalf. Like, that it's worth them all risking like multi-million-dollar contracts. And these are like some players that are fucking heavily paid. Like, Yagao is super heavily paid. Bin is super heavily paid. Like, if you're saying, like, and what people are saying is that it's match fixed by both teams is the conspiracy that you guys are on, right? That both teams are match fixing, which means that you need all 10 players involved because they're trying to trade games. So, yeah, in like, it's you're then dealing with players like Quan Fong, you know, who has a really big contract. Yukao, Hoya, like, these people do not have small contracts, so they would have to be like literally making millions of dollars to do it. Bo? Okay, oh, so you're just a fucking idiot. Okay, never mind. I was trying to have a real discussion with you. I just realized that you're just actually an idiot. My bad. My bad. My bad. I won't talk anymore about it. I gave up there because it's like Bo was match fixing LDL, which is literally the league that has been fixed before, right? And then he's saying, well, like, if Bo match fixed in LDL, then why would they not match fix it in Demacia Cup? It's like, maybe because those guys did not have multi-million-dollar contracts. Like, I don't know. People like that are just like, they're just too fucking stupid to argue with, man. It is what it is. Oh, the fucking crab. Unlucky. Oh, he actually stole it. Pretty big. T1 Academy caught max fixing. You think T1 main roster would get backlash, or wait, what? I should have stopped reading when I said I was going to stop reading. You know, if you could claim that you weren't stupid before and you were just ignorant, like now you've just confirmed it to everyone, bro.
兵哥大仇得报，哎，直接翻墙过来了，但是猫咪有一个皇冠，皇冠直接加速让自己的打野给拉开了，并且幻风借机把中路兵线给清掉了。现在泽利也3件套了，整体的局势来说，优势还是非常非常大。
能不能守高地？现在 TT 最大的问
I
题
think the
是
game has become stale. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the changes that they did to the game,
寻着也是在死亡边缘
like they're just weird changes, man. Like the jungle items are like the jungle stuff just like they only made one viable or like one actually good jungle pet, which is the green one, so that everyone just goes the green one. So every game just like you have both junglers going green. Like what we've had 8 different jungle picks selected. Maybe the wait, did the Kindred just go green as well? I'm pretty sure every one we've seen is green this entire day. Like literally like 95% of people just go green smite regardless, right? So you don't even have like variety in jungle pets, just like you just go the green one. Okay, it's pretty fucking boring. And then like the meta like champions didn't really change that. They didn't change anything that would change the meta itself, so it just feels like you're still playing the same champions and you just have like even less flexibility. Zen went red? Yeah, I mean, okay, I mean I guess Zen went red, but like I would argue that that's probably a mistake though. Really good Yuumi ult. Is Yagao really alive? Wow, Yagao's actually alive there.
都没死，那高地得给了，这都没死啊！这个 combo 已经接的极致到不能再极致了，
甚至沿途突了2轮啊！
对啊，就剩一丝血，
这就是时光杖的魅力。
或者这就是领先9000经济优势的魅力。
瑞兹直接回来在上路开推了。那这个大龙 buff 带
Hecarim be better with the speed one or green?
总共领先到12000块的。
I don't know. I mean, I guess Hecarim's the only champion that you could probably argue blue in competitive because like you get actually damage from the speed.
哇，现在
I would still probably go green in competitive though. I don't know.
难道又要期待北川的奇
Having just effective HP is too broken.
有点难。
主要是你不可能一直复刻吧，而且抢到了经济劣势也是实打实的呀。
瑞兹主要这块表，还有露露的盾，幻风也没办法，手太短了，这个英雄都差一点，好伤啊！你可想而知，这种情况要是再给他一个炼金龙魂，
更死不了。
更死不了了。中路线
Huanfeng is 3 items. He needs IE. Probably needs IE BT to be able to do anything though.
幻风2件套啊，3件套，
寻着位置有想法的啊。
他反正现在有
Green isn't saying. Yeah, I mean, it's just broken. It took like 2 days of playing the game for me to come to that conclusion.
直接在知道对方在
That green smite was just the best one, that the green pet was just the best one.
下了个2，
主要下路有
And like everyone just came to the same conclusion, right?
要拆高地了
我标记这波好运营啊，高地感觉要拆掉塔了。
啊，但是回来
I don't know.
只能追到对方的尾气。
I don't like changes when the changes are like, oh, now everyone just has to go this, you know?
先斗优卡，优卡叫闪现往后拉扯，幻风看到人过来救队友。
Like that's not a cool change. The cool changes are when you add like skill expression and you increase like the viability of different things, you know? That's what makes the game fun. Oh, he wasn't able to transform. He was so close.
自己的大招，但是幻风有大招续着，看跑得非常的快。正面的话，北川选择卖自己救了一下队友。
H1 saves him for the greater good.
感觉有机会一波啊。
想先去下面破这个下路的高地，然后再回去拿龙魂，先拿龙魂了。
先拿龙魂算了，塔都不拆了。
这波虽然是拿掉了1000块，但从局面上来讲，如果丢掉了炼金龙魂，整体还是很难打正面团啊。
不来了，
刚才熏这波有点上头，一个人莽进去了，但反手得力的伤害也太高了。
Is jungle good and competitive or is it shit? It's okay. It can be okay. Mainly just you could use Silas as a flex. That'd be it.
而且被拉开了。
后压运气有点好，一丝血给他锁住了。
If Hoya transformed here, it would have been huge.
哇，这全是九头蛇的特效。
Got stunned right as he was going to transform from Bin.
架不住优势大呀，虽然1000块给到对面，现在还是领先1万。
啊，哎，打果子下来了，把眼排了，赶紧 Q 走。这没果子了，要抢龙就得 Q 下去闪回来了。
Air flexibility, so the opposite of every item change with mythics. Yeah, I mean,
打个果子，猫咪的
it is what it is. I think it's been really poorly executed. Like, at least the jungle changes feel pretty poorly executed.
这个大龙一定要守住，不能
Like, it just feels like you're playing a dumbed down version of jungle, and
这个正面团战只要不
yeah,
急，标记优势就很大。
而且后压被打大。
like you don't even have like the option of like
跳上去变大了。
choosing between like red and blue smite anymore. Like, you used to have 2 options, and now you have 3, but only like 1 is viable, so you just go 1 every game.
没有捏到，后压这边马上变小，后压应该是不准备在这一轮进场了。那这样标记卡住中路的线。现在
How good is Chemtex? Well, I think it's pretty bad in my experience.
开车要去拆，兄弟们全到了。
这就是
I can probably wall this off.
TT 选择 TP 回救，岩
They get the inhib. They can't end off it though. They're gonna play for bear now.
哇，那这样岩雀还交了 T。
How's Chemtex all the worse? I mean, it's like bottom 2, right? You get more tankiness and you get more damage when you're under 50% health, but compared to the other ones that just have like effectiveness at all types of health,
哇，虚虚的。
I just think they're better.
快感打得起来，反而选择去偷对面的水晶。
当然，我觉得这也是更稳定的一种获胜方式吧。你正面打团，万一出现差值，可能
Take 50% less damage and do 50% more damage below 50% health.
你优势这么大个，
But you don't
整界太值
you don't do 50%. You don't take 50% less damage. 10%. 50% would be insane.
各种装备的领先。哎，北川这个位置被定住了，打一套北川闪，闪的速度很快。岩出被
Ooh, they forced Shun's ulti here.
那破坏王也没大了。
但破王这个
Still only preseason. They got some time to fix things. I mean, we've got like 1 more patch before
只是现在下路线
things are played in competitive. So I mean, it seems like they're comfortable with where Green Smite is.
DLG 的进攻显得有点犹豫啊。
想 rua 龙，想 rua 龙，开车去了。但是龙坑里的针眼发现了这一切，北川是没有闪的，他得抱着必死的决心下去抢这条龙。Q 续早了，感觉。
阿斌得去拦一下他，好像。
阿斌上来，北川这个位置想下去，龙先被打掉了，而且超限爆闪开出来这个口子开始拉扯，阿斌被大招留住之后往回拉，那大龙终于是稳稳拿到，也没问题吧？这是最稳定的运营手段，对吧？等瑞兹大招推线，然后瑞兹开大抓龙。
You have a stupid argument, in my opinion. Like, there wasn't a point in time where everyone went red smite. Wait, no, there wasn't a point in time where everyone was going red. Everyone was just going green. It's preseason, of course. They need time to balance the changes. Wait, but they've literally had the majority of preseason and they haven't done the balancing. So that leads you to believe that they're just not going to do it, right?
高地塔应该要掉了，那这样3路的高地塔都掉了，下路的超级兵也马上到基地的腹地。哇，这不会要等元辅龙吧？感觉没必要啊。
主要领先的非常多啊，又有龙魂，又一直领先1万多经济，现在大龙也有了。
因为你再拖下去，这领先就感觉没那么领先了。
就是大家总
About last season?
了以后，你
I mean, yeah, there wasn't a point where everyone went red though. Like, there was always people that were going blue, depending on champion.
因为右边其实双 C 的装备也没有差特别多，至少说 AD 位也是4件套。
要来找机会。
Possible that they wait out most of the preseason and then make the changes? Well, that sounds really fucking stupid, doesn't it? They're gonna wait out most of the time where you could test the changes, and then they're gonna make changes, and then they won't, like, you won't be able to even see how those changes affect the game. And then they're just gonna, like, and then you're just going into the season with changes that could be bad. That's like when that's what they did with TP, right? Where they had a long time to do like the TP, like you couldn't TP bot until 14 minutes, or you couldn't TP on anything that wasn't a turn until 14 minutes. They could have done that the whole season, but they didn't. And then, yeah, I mean, then the season just started, and and everyone was just like pissed off because it's like, oh shit, no one knows how to deal with the changes.
结束比赛了，露露把狂野身上给他顶上，这样随着
All right, this game was pretty much a stomp.
开车是开到了对方的基地前面，用小兵扛住这个泉水，所有人点基地 ，BLG 把比分扳成2-2。我们的德杯决赛来到了第5局的决胜局，恭喜 BLG。其实远远没有最后这几波看起来那么惊险吧，因为前面的优势真的已经足够大了。
Isn't the slow on red pretty good with certain champs?
这把除了兵哥
I mean, it like sure. The problem is, it's not that the other smites are bad. It's just that if one is super OP compared to like the other ones, it's just you take the one that's the strongest.
双闪没成功之后，第二波熏过来，果断的一个 W 闪，连拿了2个头之后，其实这个比赛熏自己这个位置的优势就很大了。是，然后就是那波希维尔也死了嘛，非常影响希维尔的发育节奏，然后再把这个峡谷先锋一拿等等，就感觉过去的这3局游戏就都是有点一边倒，就谁拿优势一路就结束了。
感觉也比较贴合现在的版本吧。就是你前期只要打赢了小规模团战，赢1-2波，然后你滚雪球就是很快。
然后再加上
Who could TT have got it as a jungler over Beichuan? Well, I think Beichuan's good, so
情况下就很难找到机会。
I wouldn't have changed jungle
有几波
based off of what their team was. Like, assuming that you can't get one of the like best junglers.
杀了人啊等等，发挥都很出色。
Yeah.
对，那除了兵哥对吧，稍微这个给点机会，但问题也不大。兵哥这个打团还是留人啊，包括大
I think that's. I think you just
而且
keep Beichuan.
兵哥让霍亚享受了一把精力局，咱俩兄弟一人一把纳尔，一人经历一把。
可以，那第5把就看看谁能够笑到最后捧杯了，是吧？问题就是现在 TT 摆出来了一个 BP 上策，就是他们5班里4班上单。
对，
但最终对吧，这把上路没出事儿，别的问题又出现了。
那如果要把班位投入到别的位置上的话，那上路最大的这个问题就会暴露出来。
是的，
现在很尴尬。
Dom Disco Heat said you had the best sedge he remembers seeing at the time in competitive. He wanted you to know that. Hey, thank you, Disco Heat. I appreciate that.
但是前期真的熏。
But like at that point, it was literally just if you could hit the ulti, then you could play Sejuani well. You know, it was a different time. It was like you had Xmithy like missing every single ult in that series, and people were like, "Haha, Xmithy."
节奏直接起来，你
And then I was just hitting my ulti, so by comparison, he made me look good. That's it.
没有任何能做事的机会，直接1-9来了。
就这波被包了以后，就不对了。
没闪啊，西边也开不出大。其实你说果断点卖，可能稍微好一点，但是第一时间没有办法做出那么好的判断了。
What position do you think is the biggest, the most skill expression per item pool?
反其道而行之，
Wait, what?
把猫给砍回来了。
What role has the most skill expression per item? Like has the most skill expression with items? Well, it's definitely not AD carry.
很自然，很自然。
I mean, I guess it would just be mid lane because Leandri's and Luden's is decently close.
但 TT 确实打
Where I guess it could come down to playstyle.
这么多的经济，也一直在尝试找机会打架。
Yeah, TT will ban Yumi here.
最后几波你只能说
They banned it on blue side anyway.
最稳定的决策呀。
They banned it on blue side anyway last time, so probably just ban it again.
这几波在劣势的情况下都站了出来。而且这个阵容真的落后的情况下，伤害差太多了。有几波我觉得他们开的已经很好了，但就是最后差一点。是。包括中路高地那一波，岩雀突到瑞兹2次都没能击杀这个瑞兹。
而且能明显的感觉到，季前赛版本下路的比重相比之前世界赛
Support, since you're on a smaller gold pool. Well, I think a lot of support items, like, you don't have many choices, right? Like, if you're playing Nami, you're just going Ardent Sensor, or you're going Imperial Mandate every single game.
加上就是下路现在不选那种强。
Like, if you're going Lulu, you're probably just going for Shirelias, like, every game.
世界赛还是会经常出现什么卢娜打厄斐琉斯露露呀。
Like, at least there's, like, some skill expression and some playstyle, like, expression when it comes to mythic items in mid.
你说现在前期一旦劣势的话，AD 中后期的生存环境真的太差了。
I think the draft order could be taken a look at, increase the amount of bans, etc. Yeah, I mean, there definitely could be things done with draft to make the game more interesting to watch. I just feel like Riot is very set. Like, dude, if we haven't even got double elimination at Worlds in 12 seasons. So, like, going into, like, intricate format changes when it comes to like fearless draft and really like complex ways to alter the way the game is played, it just feels like Riot's not going to do them, you know? Like we gotta take baby steps here. Let's add some double limb. Let's change the MSI format a little bit. We'll try that and we'll see from there.
希望他能把他的好状态延续到最后一把吧。
What did you say about Disco Heat? I just said thank you. That he said that. And then I said that Xmithy made me look good because he was missing his Sejuani ultis and I was hitting my Sejuani ultis. So it was like comparison's sake. My boy did me a solid there.
就说明他的能力已经强到他一个人的发挥可以很大程度影响整个比赛的走向，对吧？那这个时候你就需要知道怎么能让他更加稳定的。
Best change for tournaments is that in a series a champ can only be picked once. I mean, that's even more intense than Fearless Draft, because Fearless Draft, you're only banning your own champions, but in the other one, then you're banning champions for both teams. I don't know. I'm not sure.
用的什么东西啊？
游戏里的，对吧？但接下来这个问题，我看导播也明显这个降低了难度。
Jen has been smurfing. Yeah, Shun's good. I'm happy he's actually on a real team and he's not on IG anymore, getting inted. You're Riot. What do you think could be the reason that they aren't answering the players' base's concerns? Well, I think that the one thing that I've seen like Riot say a lot of times is that the community doesn't know what they want. So I think in Rioters' perceptions, they think that they know best because they have all the data and they have all the people that are like specialized. So they think that like they're going to do a better job balancing the game and giving the players what they want than the players that don't have access to that data and are like reacting emotionally to how they feel about the game. That's what I think their mentality is. It's like the 200 years thing, like, right? Like that's what the 200 years thing gave you when they're like, we have 200 years of combined like balance experience or whatever the fuck the quote was. It was literally just that. It was, we know better than you. We're the ones that are the experts. You guys are just like random fucking piss low players that have no experience in game development. So we're going to trust the people that are qualified. I mean, it kind of like it makes sense because a lot of people will probably feel that way about their jobs, right? Like, you don't want to feel like somebody that, like, if you went through a lot of training and you took a lot of time to get to where you are in a certain area, you don't want to like assume that random people are gonna have like are gonna be better than you at your job. I guess is how they see it. I mean, like, I kind of feel that. So, like, when people tell me how to stream, like, when people come into my stream, like, yo, don't do this, like, oh, man, this is boring, go do something else. Like, when I see those comments, like, it fucking annoys me as a streamer. So I assume that they view it the same way. Obviously, there's differences, but, like, same overall concept. Thing they don't account for is difference in hours spent playing the game, which is like something that they try to compensate for, right? So they do try to reach out to certain pro players and have discussions and like take input, but they're just not going to take like the overall like Reddit thread hate input. But like I've had Riot reach out to me personally about like jungle stuff before. Never happened once to me or most pros I know. God damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Treats, what the fuck? Wait, really? Well, maybe it's different if you're like an active pro. Maybe they reach out to like streamers more because like they view like reaching out to active pros and like accommodating some of those things could be like sketchy, competitive integrity wise. Did they take my input? I mean, I think they considered it. Yeah. I mean, some of the things that I would give, like the thing that's hard is like if I told them something that they're already thinking of doing and they just did what they already thinking of doing, I don't know if like they actually took any of my input. So I talked to Riot about Hecarim when Hecarim was like reworked and it was just super fucking OP. I like had a discussion with Riot about that, where they just asked me like why I thought it was super strong and ways that it could be changed. The Hecarim like mini rework where they gave him like armor and magic resist on W, and they changed like the healing scaling to be off AD, and they made it so you have like 3 stacks of your Q. And there was some things that I thought needed to be changed that didn't get changed, but there was also some things that they like that I said they also said that like, oh, we're like looking at changing that anyway. So who knows, maybe I had no effect at all. Maybe it was just therapeutic for me. Wait, so Riot doesn't actually hate me? No, like, dude, most Rioters don't hate. Like, the people that I interact with Riot don't hate me. What I think it is there's like Mark Merrill fucking hates me. That can't be good for me, right? The fact that Mark Merrill like has me blocked on Twitter, like tweeted some super like condescending shit at me where he's like, congrats on having a career off the like fucking game we made, you poor motherfucker. Like, I mean, he didn't say that last part, but like kind of implied. That can't be good for me. The fact that he was going off, he's had me blocked for like 3 years now. And then, you know, half a year after that, I get banned from co-streaming. I don't know. That's a little rough. I don't think you normally want like the founder of the company to like hate your guts. Anyone else stream this game? Can't listen to this guy? Yeah, I mean, literally tons of people stream this game. What was his reason to hate you though? I think so. Like, it started with like just like I had tweets about the, you know, like the $100 million like lawsuit of sexual assault. So essentially what I did is I criticized the fact that like the Scott Gelb guy, who was the one that was actually accused of like farting in people's faces and like ball tapping people, like the fact that he actually just got put on leave and he didn't get fired and they just like brought him back into the company. I criticized that, and then I think that was the thing that he just really, I mean, I assume that he likes that guy, right? So then it just became another thing. Sure, nice. Well, it wasn't even about that. It was like about like if somebody within the company did something that you're like really against, right? That is like pretty disgusting, right? And you're giving them paid leave. You're just like giving them a paid vacation and they come back. Like, that doesn't seem like the appropriate punishment if you actually are against the actions, you know? Who wins? No idea. Gotta see draft.
那一把维鲁斯配的是8格，
This is a Wukong angle for Shun, right? Shun, you gotta take Wukong. Really? They're taking Vi because they think Huanfeng really wants to play Zeri.
不怕的，直接选下，
Interesting.
然后再把下路的 AD 选了嘛，泽利加大头，然后给北川拿猴子。那 BLG 这边第3手，他们之前在这边是拿一个上单，然后再搬一些优卡的英雄，艾希辅助，
感觉可以拿呀。
来了，
之前是被ban掉的，
尽兴，
尽兴了呀。这个也说
Ends up being the Ashe, okay. Because last time it was banned here. So the question here is like what top laners are going to be left up because BLG has been getting a lot of top lane bans.
我说对于 BLG 来说，对吧？因为
So the question is, so here TT can only ban 2, right? They can only ban like Jax plus Camille if that's what they want to do.
所以就看看这个班人。
But BLG's been banning Gwen. So what I was thinking is that maybe BLG leave up the Gwen and they play Gwen themselves. But I assume that this is just going to be Jax ban like almost 100% here.
阿斌的英雄，
但加里奥这个英雄真的要放了，因为前面高子哥这个加里奥的效果是真的太好了。
而且放加里奥的话，对面
Do we know where Doggo is? Yep.
米尔什么的来了。
哦，先搬
He is with Ultra Prime.
就还是维持之前这个一直搬上路的思路吧。因为我觉得第2轮搬人现在是这样，就是你要么你就怼着一个位置一直搬，
是
对吧？要么你就拆一些比较关键的。你像这一把，他觉得这个塞拉斯拿出来，自己这几个大加上中路可能没那么舒服，
要搬狐狸吗？搬那了，
就怼着一路搬了嘛。要不要自己把狐狸拿了呀？这一手
我觉得可以拿呀。
Okay, so if I'm BLG, I'm probably just going Rise on 4 here
也没那个
and saving my pick for Bin to last, even if he doesn't have a counter pick. Like Jax is up,
对，这手
but
搬的还挺
I'm just taking Rise here
这3个大招真的太好了，再加上塞拉斯打狐狸，
on BLG.
狐狸还
It's been really good in the series so far for both teams.
先加个
先出
I don't like the Jax. I think UCal is loving to play Rise here.
没有可能这把
Obviously, there's some like range, so it's not like the best Rise game ever, but just like the strength of the pick, I think, and how they've been playing will compensate for the range disadvantage.
现在难题抛给侯呀，我红色方我先选上单，
筒子可以的，
筒子打贾克斯很好打
甚至还有最变态的搞个效应猛兽，
其实筒子线上打贾克斯前面是康
非
克的
常好打，，因为那个跳斩跟反击风暴都会被杜迪顶开。
然后他还能
Gragas neutralized the Jax. I mean, I would still just Rise, man. I would still just Rise.
要不继续瑞兹，
决胜就要掏沙皇，
Rise worst win rate in the game? I mean, it doesn't matter.
也是有卡下季在表
Win rate doesn't matter. They're winning. Like both teams are doing really well with it.
加里奥狐狸2选1吧，我觉得团队一点就加里奥，然后中野配合好一点就是狐狸，剩下的没道理。这把加里奥还行的原因是上路又补了一个贾克斯，
能带他进场，但加里奥的话缺点伤害，还是
就狐狸相信自己这一
是的
手，主要狐狸跟卫士传说中的绝杀组合。
而且高子哥狐狸之前玩的是真好啊，
他
德杯期间
是夏季，赛在那个常规赛玩最多的英雄，
对
就是狐狸。我印象最深的还是高子哥的狐狸是最早开始把那个天赋来回来去换的，一会儿什么奇蒙一级，一会儿什么仙宫的，
还有带什么艾黎的，
对，
各种点子。
不留遗
Biggest
憾的
Gragas
最后一局，
We saw it in a rain move.
都拿出了自己
With
比
camp
较
to the middle. I do that sometimes, but here, like I just said, what the pick was. You're shit at predicting draft games. Holy fuck! I mean, I predicted the Jax, but I don't think that this is like bad predictions.
包括昂这一手艾希，其实在游戏的中期也要看看他的发挥。是，
Like, what did we call here? We called the Wukong. We called the Ashe. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Zeri was what we called, and we called the reason that was why the Vi was picked. We pretty much just didn't. We said that Rise was going to be picked, and it didn't get picked.
来吧，这一把镜头也是上来先给到了两边的上单哦。主要确实后亚在连续的几场比赛当中，前3局都有一些劣势，但是第4局
Watch much of the Master Cup was meta similar to Worlds. So I mean, it started a little bit different, but then it became just like, yeah, it just became Worlds. Well, it actually is more similar to Summer
的时候呢，就是
than to Worlds,
先玩这种
because now it's like a lot of like Wukong, Viego, Vi.
玩的是最多的。
Yeah, like the Graves Pryo fell off, and now it's like Wukong, Viego, Vi again, Zeri, Sivir, Yumi super high Pryo, like Lulu being picked. Some teams play Kalista with Renata. Yeah, that's that. We were just mad. Well, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know where the idea that I'm like really bad at predicting drafts came from. It seems strange. Like when you're predicting a draft, like you're not going to be 100% on every pick. Like that's, yeah. You're just going to say what you think the team should do. Oh, we also predicted that TT was going to ban Yumi on blue side as well. So we got actually like a decent amount of that draft. It seems like such a weird comment. I guess I said that Ryze was going to be picked and that's where he lost it. Except if you were LS in 2017. What? I saw that YouTube video as well. I've like called like huge parts of drafts as well. I mean, but that just happens every now and then. It's like you like doing multiple games and then just like one of them you end up like the team just goes for like a very like straight line of reasoning. Why does Kazakh suck now even in solo queue? I mean, Kazakhs doesn't really suck. It's just you're really just playing hit level 11 when you play Kazakhs. Still play League? I mean, what do you think, bro? Some funny comments in chat today. It's just because like my stream is essentially getting like my stream is essentially getting view botted by bet sites, right? Like I'm just getting like embedded onto bet sites that I don't like even consent to being embedded on, and it's just like giving me random viewers that are just angry, I guess, because they're like losing bets because they're probably just like really fucking bad at sports betting. So they probably are just losing bets and then just like flaming because of it. Generally what's happening. Are we gonna see you as a coach one day? Dude, it's one of those things where I really would like want to coach at some point, but then I just don't know how to go about, like I don't know when the point is correct to just give up streaming, you know? Because streaming is such like streaming is just a better job than being a coach, but coach, like I think that being a coach could be more fulfilling potentially. Aren't you set for life? I mean, yeah, technically, but like, who knows, bro? Who knows if that's actually true? Like, I'm not like, I don't have like $10 million net worth or anything. I'm not actually like at the point where I'm 100% sure I'm set for life.
你先 A 几下小兵，然后你通过那个，因为现在 IGQ 重置普攻嘛，但重置普攻那一下不算在重任的那个里面。
Yamato's kind of combining the two at the moment. Is he actually going to coach? I thought he was just going to stream.
这个射手的专注上是 A，
狂 A，
All right, let's see what happens here. So BLG's in lane first, which is really good for them. Being in lane first for Heimer is kind of OP.
犀牛感觉
Also, like, Ash for Heimer seems pretty solid when we've seen it before. Just the ability to kill his turrets easily. Because the other, like, options that people have been doing are playing, like, a Zir support into it, and then you just actually do nothing after lane phase. But Ash actually can, like, you know,
但是北
do well against the turrets.
北川说下路
Obviously, here comes the level 2 gank, but they warded for it, so they should be fine. This gank shouldn't work.
那没事。
缓风说要来了，对吧？哎，这两个人怎么还是敢打野了？上来粘住开机炮，
小闪了，哇，压力好大，这打回家了呀，两个人一起回家，
这艾希这个压制力真的太强了。
主要是这把心流是没有选择一级上线放炮台的，导致他这个炮台放不下去了，
他一级不太敢来吧？我觉得他一级来如果被艾希点到，
要搅
I think streaming and coaching at the same time sounds feasible. Sounds weird.
那至少从下
Yeah, I don't know.
BLG 这边已经
I mean, I think if I were to coach, if I decided I was going to give up streaming to coach, I would not like. I would want to invest everything into it because I feel like if I was just like half-assing coaching or if I was trying to do both,
是的，
I would probably just be a worse coach than if I just
没药了已经。
put everything into it, you know? That's how I am with everything, you know? Like when I was a pro player, I didn't stream. When
征服者
I stream, I don't like
也不是什么
have other like massive hobbies that are taking a ton of time. If I was a coach, I wouldn't want to
了，后来要上去骗了。
take attention away from that.
这个位置贾克斯如果
I just feel like in almost anything, the amount of hours you put in is what you get out of it.
是的，他只要慢慢回去就好了。
再等下一个 W 嘛，先去反堵石头人。
沙皇这边也靠上来了，
Sure is pretty sick. Yep. Wait, what is the wave state like?
这个视野应该会。
How are they down in CS?
啊，这个视野一排，TT 下路又难。
Oh, they took a okay. Yeah, the wave state's really good, and they took a cheater recall. Yeah, they're in really good spot in lane. Good.
哦，又被一阵爆戳。
这中路玩的有
Have any junglers went the blue Pokemon yet? We saw like a Nidalee go the blue Pokemon. It looked fine, but I mean, I think the general consensus is that green is just OP.
去上了。
That you should just be taking green like every game, pretty much. That's how I feel too as a jungler. Like
话其实上半
when I play solo, that was like 3 days in. That was my conclusion to how they all work. I just think free stats are just too OP. Like free HP, man. How could
被推过
free HP is so broken? You literally just get a free Mountain Soul
北川过来反蹲了，这个位置就是蹲这个前
with
面，
tenacity as well. Like I don't know.
否则知道自己这个下路这个线被卡的时候会非常难受。眼排掉，
北川要不要再往前一步？
他来他也是保着下路推线的，对吧？
对
就蹲一下你打野会不会来嘛？只能这样。
不然这线卡的这很危险。
嗯。中路也过来帮忙推线，魅惑空掉了，啊，Q 兵吧，哎，还 Q 到了，
哦，还可以打一套。
动一套。
Decent chunk. There's no TP on UCal.
哦，这把后亚对线只是
Chunking Azir is actually really good for just laners.
小康
Relieves so much pressure. Now UCal actually is gonna have
嗯，
like
皮把这个兵线卡在防御塔。
I mean he won't probably be able to kill, but he has kill pressure.
哦，再来一下，带不灭的。
而且很有经验，他是连兵带人，哎呦推回来了。
Ooh,
6级
Yagao actually was not able to hit level 6.
配合上的击杀，这就是前面对线压你压的狠啊，
嗯，
经验领先一
UCal shit on him, bro.
血量一直在斩杀线以内。
Yeah, that was actually like that's pretty tough for Yagao. So Yagao didn't hit level 6 off the same amount of minions because Chun, when he went for the chunk, did actually absorb some experience.
给兜住了。
So it was like the one window that Yukao had, and he just died. But I mean, to be fair, if Yagao flashed early, he probably lives. He was pretty greedy there.
有状态的要选择回家，而且下路有线权可以把昂叫过来帮忙打龙。艾希作为辅助位来讲，这个打龙的速度肯定是要比别的辅助都快一点的。来看一下这一波，我们看看有没有解。对于高子哥来说，闪现得闪现，只能闪现，推过来就必死。
有点小省技能吧，好像
可能有点困了，打到这个点，有点晚了，
主要打满了，
被熬了，被熬住了。
Put all my money on TT. Yeah, I mean, I think they played better overall over the course of the series.
我要赶紧把钱送进去回家了。
再蹭下不灭，往兵堆里钻。
这么多兵，阿斌也不敢上去打呀。
是啊。
Ooh, using your E like that is pretty rough. He has biscuits though, so he's not dead. Bro, ult for the cannon, do it. Ah, man. Also, greedy place to recall.
有点伤啊，其实要被卡下线了。
是肚皮顶空了，没想到。
Bin's Jackson, not something I'd be comfortable betting against. Yeah, I mean, Bin's Jax is obviously like, it's obviously good. I just think it's not the easiest game to play Jax, to be honest. Like playing into a Gragas plus a Azir plus a Heimer. It's one of those games where it's just very hard to do anything on Jax. We never see Echo in pro play. I mean, I think in the jungle it just. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. We gotta fight. I mean, I think Elk should just throw the ulti at Heimer. Like going for the guy that has cleanse. Like the reason he has. I mean, I guess he gets the cleanse and they're gonna try to arrow him. That's the idea. Well, arrow is gone. Bin is just dead. Actually, maybe not. Peichuan got caught. Oh my god. Peichuan got caught. He needed to just go, bro. He needed to just flash. Flash the Q from Shun and just go. But he didn't. I guess he wanted to slow play it there. Didn't realize he was in. Yeah, he was in trouble here. Like he knows that the Ahri is behind him. I don't know. Peichuan just needs to flash. I mean, he could W even after the Q from Shun. He had a window to W before the ult went off. But I guess he kept his ult here, so they get Herald. Wait, it's 500 IQ. He meant to int. He meant to just grief it. Okay. Doesn't get the fucking ulti spread. A lot of this game is going to come down to how good these arrows are. They can get picks. Merc treads for Azir makes a lot of sense, though. Oh, again. Yeah, it's fine for the Azir. Ulti for ulti. I mean, Ahri without ulti is fucking useless. Oh, about Echo. So Echo just, in general, it's essentially just used as a counter. It's not good in the jungle. It doesn't really have, like, any distinct strengths. Like, it's not a better ganker than a lot of champions. It's not better at, like, you know, farming than champions. It's not better at skirmishing or like taking objectives. Like, it just doesn't have a defined strength. It's not good at like locking down certain champions or anything like that. Really, Echo's main strength is that it scales well as a jungler. So yeah, people don't like playing champions like that because you're kind of just like waiting to see if they make mistakes, and if they make mistakes you capitalize, but people would rather have like agency. And then as a mid laner, it doesn't really beat anything in lane. There's like some lanes that used to be able to just be like survivable,
防御去杀这个沙皇。
标记这阵容，我感
but
觉
it doesn't do well in many lanes.
破解者出发了。
It's just kind of like,
他们这个阵容又是
yeah, you're just waiting for the enemy team to fuck up. That's it.
主打一手这个怪兽贾克斯，没羁绊的，就来一个
And actually, worth Hoya going into auto there seems really rough. I don't know.
但这样赢的方法对 PRG 来说肯定是最下血的。
但现在马上走
He's pretty good at diving though. I mean, he's okay at diving. I mean, he's pretty good at diving post 6.
主要还是得看这艾希正面。
But like
见好了，
pre 6, I mean, your W and stuff can be outplayed pretty easily.
来了，
All right, the on arrow, I like it. And by I like it, I mean it was terrible.
这个小龙要去拼惩戒，
Oh, Shun got it. Damn.
可以
Wait, Ari had no ult there. If they knew Ari had no ult, Beitron could have engaged.
这个曲线给续住了，
没有付出任何代价。
而且
这小龙
还是个火龙，
啊，
暂时的运气也站在了 BLG 这边。
把这龙拿下来太关键了。
是的，这龙拼惩戒抢到了，太舒服了。幽梦一开，往前顶。
It's because pro players go for comfort picks, but Echo counters a lot of those standard pro play mid mage picks.
关键
I mean, I don't think it counters them.
平时都是测试。
Like, I don't think Echo counters the Zir. I don't like the only thing that people would play Echo into was Syndra before,
我无所谓。最后
because Syndra's like a burst mage. But like all the other mages, I would rather play those into Echo. Like I'd rather play like Orianna into Echo and Azir into Echo and Ari into Echo. I'd play Sylas into Echo. I'd play Akali into Echo. I mean, it's just you go down the roster of champions. It's like which ones are actually good matchups for Echo.
都是模拟。
是的，永双中心点
Oh man, that ulti was rough.
伤害灌也没灌死。
Or that charm was rough from Yagao.
他的法球是被假猴给吸引了，
都在模拟考，没事。
都在那个53。
啊，
来了，直接天霸横空裂轰，但狐狸没大，沙皇推了一下，一个流沙一星飘走
Okay.
了。哎呀，我觉得要难接。
Burn the ult. I mean, that means that Yagao gets to keep his flash now, because he was gonna probably lose it.
一闪永双吗？对吧
一闪？永双呀。
我感觉配合怪怪的，就这把标记着中野俩人就除了上路那一波玩到一起。
Point blank. I mean, the problem there is he's trying to like predict because Wukong has W,
也有大招康布啊，也没见
but I think that if he threw it like directly at the Wukong, he might have actually landed it,
空个大。
because maybe Wukong's W is on cooldown
这我有话说了。好，著名
for like a second or something.